The White Tiger, the final last note, alas, by Aravind Adiga. Fabulous, mesmerizing, fascinating novel, winner of the Pulitzer Prize. I've already posted, in case you're interested, um, 3, maybe 4 other notes on this as I went along with this Balram, the hero. Nubermensch, super Indian. Makes sense if we consider some of his jokes. The tone is jocular quite often, even if we have a lot of drama within as well. He talks about the millions, was it millions? Thousands? Tens of thousands? Anyway, big number of gods. To which he adds, as he discovers the Holy Trinity 3, then he learns about the Muslims, Allah, there's so another 36,004, and so on. He refers to Buddha, not in the happiest context, I would say, because he escapes the chicken coop. There's another paradigm, I'll come soon to that. He escapes the chicken coop by violence, and then he says, am I a monster, a demon, or a human being? And if you ask me that, I will give you the example, the quotation from Buddha. They say that Buddha was asked, are you a god or a man? And he said, neither. Neither. I awoke and you are still asleep. So this Balram, coming out of the chicken coop, has been awakened. The chicken coop is this, a paradigm, a bit of an ugly one, perhaps on a par, but still joking about it, with the definition given in Vernon Got Little by D.B.C. Pierre, another fabulous Man Booker Prize winner, but very different location, the US. True, they're going to Mexico, all of that, but so there they say, well, you want to know what a paradigm is? Let me tell you. There's a man with a finger up your granny's ass when you come into the room. What do you say? Oh, bust a mother F, and so on. Now you find out that this man has placed his finger on your granny's, in your granny's behind, because he knows, he learned that there's this bug is deadly, so she will die if he doesn't do that. So in spite of all his terrible feeling, he has to do that. What do you say now? A hero. You see, that's a change of paradigm. Now the paradigm with the chicken coop, for that narrator, which is Balram, the white tiger, is saying you need to go to a market where they sell chicken. Chicken live in terrible conditions. They live in chicken coops where there's no place. They just stay all together, one on top of the other, inside this coop. They defecate on each other. They attack each other. It's terrible. That's the life of the Indian, and I remember that. So he needs to escape from the coop no matter what. It's true, that's talking about the darkness. Also the masters keep referring to darkness. Why is he called, before I forget, White Tiger? In his village, in school, a teacher, this one and others, steal the uniforms, whatever they can get, because they don't, one reason, the main one, I would say, they don't get paid with months. It's terrible for them, so they have to do something to live on, I guess. And there's an inspection to see what happens, what has been stolen, and to check what they know, what the students, the children know. And the teacher says we have to speak about Balram, because he is to ask him, because he's the one who knows. And indeed, when asked, he knows so much, symbols, everything. And the inspector is impressed, so impressed that he says, you know about the forest, what comes once in a century in the forest, what you find very rarely, once in 100 years? The white tiger. Yes, you're correct. And you are the white tiger. Hence the name and the nickname for. True, immediately they mocked his fellows mocked him because he had to go through the coal business, want to just get his hand dirty, and white tiger, you're doing coal here. And servants also, those in the lower classes, if I said that, the poorer classes, have a very bad attitude towards each other. They despise each other. That's in a way inexplicable. Even if there is a sort of admiration, there's this vitiligo, this man who has a disease, and he mocks Balram, but also is impressed when he's going with a supposedly blonde prostitute. Do it for all of us. Did you do it? He's impressed with something that the poor do not do. The poor live in terrible conditions, and they're abused, even if the masters, who get a sort of a payback, keep saying, you're a family, we take care of you. But then they make them, on a wide scale, it seems, fall, take the blame for their mistakes. When they're driving and hit someone, they put the driver in jail, and then the others, what's the expression? Dip the beak for sexual intercourse. He says dip the beak. He dips his beak into the man, or wonderful, wonderful, fabulous story, novel.